Guess who got brands talking? Brandlive.co.za.
You are listening to Active Spaces Insightful Conversations with Ayanda Sitebe. Keep it locked.
Good people. Hope everyone is doing well. Happy August. It's starting to get warm, which is so nice. Is it hot or warm? And I'm chilled with Mandy Vundla. Hello. You are listening to Insightful Conversations. How are you, Mandy?
I'm good. How
Something
are you?
is still playing somewhere around you there.
I hear nothing.
I think it's me. I'm the guilty one. Are you well?
I'm good. How are you?
Great.
Sweet, man.
Yeah. This show just started, so I'm like, it's fine. Yeah.
Yes,
so
the show just started.
and everyone's standing and everyone is like, what's happening? Let's start the show. What's up, Mandy?
I'm fantastic.
How does August feel? How does it feel?
Oh man. Well, it started on a high note, with the total shutdown yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes.
How did that go?
I was there with heart and in spirit.
Yeah.
I couldn't make it. I did try though.
Yeah. Did you rock the black and the red?
I was wearing black.
Nice.
Kind of like white because I was wearing my Mama Winnie t-shirt, where she says
Yo.
And I was like, yes, by Susa Vele. And then I watched a video of the women who waited for the president who arrived later on in the evening, and they were making their demands, demands on behalf of all of us, and that was fantastic.
That's beautiful.
It's so good to be
That's
alive,
beautiful.
and to be a woman in South Africa right now. I'm excited. I hope the president heard us. Oh, they went to the Union buildings, right? Yes, to deliver a memorandum of demand.
Yeah. So that's like another remake of the 19. Let's see your history. when did the women march to the Union buildings, right? Do you think it was like a remake of that moment with different issues?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think the spirit, the energy, this is where we're at as women in South Africa, and this is what we want. We want to be safe, and that it's also true freedom, really. True liberation, actually. To be able to walk around the streets. I mean, I'm the most anxious person. You know what I mean? And there was this Facebook post I was reading the other time, and it was like a meme, of a girl holding keys. So like, what's your safety kit? Like already. So I'm always holding keys in my pocket. I'm like, if anything is to happen, and I become very edgy. Sometimes guys are like, no, this chick we're gonna mug her. And I'm like, wow, everybody can pick up and I don't want to live like that. I don't want to live like that. So we do want harsher sentences.
Cool. So I think that ties out very nicely today with our conversation that we are having today, which is we want to talk about the gender pay gap in the industry. What's your take on it? I've been sort of going through a lot of YouTube, a lot of sort of so-called research, and there's still people that definitely believe that men should be paid more than women in this industry. It's still happening. Please share your thoughts on Actor Spaces, on Twitter. Talk to us. After the break, I'm going to introduce you to our guest. I'm very excited to speak to this young, amazing, talented lady. All right, let's take a short break.
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.bstownmedia.co.za.
The Dramatic Talk with myself, Bongani Drama. Bringing you insightful conversations on the Convo Corner, your latest celebrity news on Dramatainment, and your latest fashion news on Stash and Fade.
This is Bongani.
And myself, Rose Rathaga, bringing you your latest news and sports updates.
Every Wednesdays, 2 to 3 p.m. Only on www.brandlive.co.za.
Hey, you just had a voice. Yaga Bongani Drama. That's our very close friend, and we love his show, don't we?
We do. I love him, period.
He's an amazing spirit. Like I said, we're joined by the lovely, amazing, yeah, Samke Makoba.
Wow. Such an introduction.
I tried to do the DJ Smooth thing, but hey, that takes like a lot.
No, this is overwhelming.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm great, man. I'm doing really well.
Yeah,
very happy in the
yeah.
month of August, month of women.
Yeah.
Time for us to shine. A time where the vagina has a monologue.
Yeah, listen.
It's always had a monologue. Now we're like Chieftain and thing.
Yeah, this is where we force them to listen.
Nice.
You have no choice.
Nah, that's beautiful. Look, most people, the first time I saw your work, actually.
Which kind of work, man? Acting?
Yeah, that's where I want to go. Like the first time I saw your work on, I think, was it on your Instagram page? I think Lelo actually, Nomvuselelo, showed me like a video that you did. I think you shot and directed that.
Yeah.
And that was so amazing. And I was like, who's this? And shortly after that, I think that's when I saw you on MTV Sugar thingy.
Yeah.
You want to tell us who's Samke? Like just shortly, like who you, what are you about and stuff like that.
Samke was born and raised in eThekwini, Pine Town.
Oh, my
in
God.
Mlazi, actually. Had a very great love for performance and making TV, telling stories. And from there, I decided to come to the big jungle and explore myself and develop my skills in acting and in filmmaking. So I'm an actress, I am a filmmaker, therefore director, editor, cinematographer. I try hard to do as much as I can. It's a tough industry. So you can't just limit yourself to one thing. I try to see how a whole entire story is put together. So I do as much as I can.
Amazing.
So yeah, I'm a storyteller.
The concrete jungle of Joburg.
The jungle. You know, when I arrived, I went to Wits straight up. So I've always been in Braamfontein, and you know, Wits is in Braamfontein, and I lived in Braamfontein. So I would just walk from class to my room. So I never knew what was happening outside. I was just strictly within. So this year was the time, because I've completed my studies last year, completed my honors. So this is the time where I'm actually experiencing the actual I get lost sometimes. No, I get lost sometimes. This place is thank you very much.
Down to you. That's amazing. Look, in light see, before I go to in light of the Women's Month and so forth, there's something you said. You said you are filmmaker, actress.
Yeah.
I'm always battling with that, where actors don't see themselves as filmmakers.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
All the way, they're creators.
But you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Me and Mandisa last time, we went to somewhere, an organization, right, that they deal with film. And we told them we deal with actors. Like, no, we don't deal with actors. We deal with filmmakers. And we were left.
But what are filmmakers without actors?
Dude.
Because we're all storytellers.
Yeah,
we're all there to tell a story. We all have the same objective. We're all here to make film.
Yeah.
And to make film and
the collaboration
is storytelling. It is.
Yeah.
Like if I had to remove all the actors,
then what are we doing? We're doing some experimental film.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
But but anyway, maybe that's a topic for another day, right?
Brilliant.
Perhaps.
How was your experience on MTV Base? I know you
Sugar.
Sorry. I know you did you work with Mabato and T-Bag?
Of course.
Yeah, how was that?
Of course. Okay, so I had been auditioning for 10 years.
What?
Okay, I'm old. I'm very old.
I was about to ask, like, hey!
After matric, I studied science. That was for the parents, and it didn't work out because there was no love for it. At the same time, I was auditioning.
Yeah.
So those years combined with the years I was at Wits, all together, I had been auditioning for 10 years.
And
so
no,
MTV.
and no work.
Well, I was working. I was working when I was studying at Wits. I was working when I was at UWC studying science. I was also working at the same studying and working. I can't not.
Okay, this is working within the industry. shooting?
Well, when I was at Wits, yes, I was.
Okay.
I had started from first year. I was like, listen, and that's another advice for young filmmakers who are students. As soon as you start your first year, find a way in and work and expose yourself to as much as you can. So when I went for my audition, I was an open audition, and they were looking for support, and I got a lead part, and that's when I was just introduced to a whole bunch of people in the industry, and Mabato was just one of them, Tabang and Ria, and those were the most amazing directors who opened their hearts and their minds, their creativity, and we were really involved with their creative process. The company itself, Quizzical Pictures, is amazing. Great. So that experience was great to see how their system of storytelling works, and it prepared me moving forward into my career after Wits. So it gave a really good foundation for me.
Any notable prejudices, like as a woman trying to break into the industry?
The thing is that Quizzical Pictures is an amazing production company. They will say, we want female because they aren't enough. Well, not that they aren't enough, but they are. I feel like we're scared. Some of us are scared. Like myself. I'm not gonna lie.
I love that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I was directing something early this year, and it was to air on SABC 1, and I experienced so much prejudice. I experienced so much patriarchy on that set, and I started doubting myself afterwards, wondering if I really am a good director or if I am a director at all. And I studied this for 4 years, my degree for 3 years, and my honors for that last year. And I was doubting myself, thinking, is this really the path for me? And I was just so overwhelmed by the patriarchy that I just took a seat back and trying to, regain my confidence. And people like Quizzical, after venting, they really gave me encouragement to continue. Don't listen to them. That place is dominated by amazing women. And like Obo Harrieti, she's like the queen of Quizzical. And she just like will tell me, listen, don't let those people, don't let those guys let you down.
Amazing.
I really liked how you said you were afraid. Right?
I was.
It's like picking sort of a non-conventional like career channel, for one that, I mean, for me it's like if you don't see a lot of women in the space, you know what I mean, doing
get
this,
overwhelmed,
directing, you know what I mean,
and
you do get scared. Like it's a genuine fear. You're just like, there are no people here like me. Am I even welcome in this space? Until you start seeing people who are like you, where you're like, actually, she's doing it. How is she maneuvering and finding her way around the space?
And when you get onto a set, any set, every single set actually, just something as like crew members, guys who are gaffers, guys who do cable, just hold cable. Those are all men. That's a whole circle of men. And the females you just find acting. And when you find a female director who's in charge, who's taking you have to look up to people like Mabato, who are completely who are respected within the industry, and that's the kind of respect that I want. And when I asked one of my other mentors, because she's one of my mentors, when I asked another mentor of mine, how do I gain that respect, and from crew members, from my cinematographer, from everybody, he said to me, you have to earn it. Unfortunately for women, we have to earn it. We have to work hard for our respect. You have to have some backup, a lot of it, as compared to a man who can just walk up on sets, shake hands, and be like, "Sure, dog, I want the shot here." In my experience, I fought with a cinematographer once, and I was told, that I don't want to listen. Him not listening was taking command. I don't want to take command, in other words. So it was tough that way, and so that was my terrible experience. It was the worst. So I was told to hold that in, to always remember it, so that whenever I go to our next set, I must never forget. I must stand my ground, and that's something that all female directors should do.
It's crazy, but I love that advice as well, because it's not go and set and fight. I see the dynamics of it, right? But I like the fact that go there, it's tough. It's not nice that you have to work extra hard than a
Yeah,
man
we
to
do.
just command respect.
We
It's
just
not
for
nice.
something as simple as being
Yeah.
respected. I give
Yeah.
you respect. I expect respect in return. This is my story. This is a story that I'm going to tell. How I'm
Yeah.
I'm going to direct I have to direct my
Yeah.
actors. I have to direct my camera. So can we do it the way that I planned it? And
Yeah.
then you're gonna completely do a 360 and
Sure.
disrespect me like that? Nah.
I was listening to Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
Her reaction after the emails went out that she's getting less paid than the other male actors on set, and she said actually she got to realize that she could have gotten the money that she wanted if she had a voice for it.
Yeah.
Where like male actors, they like, no, I want this much and that's it, right? Obviously we do understand
simple.
the dynamics behind it.
Yeah.
But she was making a point that as females as well within the industry, we should just have a voice somehow. Yes, it might not be enough, might not, but just the more there's voice to say, I don't want that, I want this, compared to withdrawing, right? To say,
Yeah.
okay, I'm scared, I'm not gonna touch this industry.
And then the
and
question
stuff.
is though now how? How do
Yeah,
I
yeah,
approach
yeah.
you now? Do I become that bee, that bitch? Sorry, am I just to say that?
Yeah, you can.
Oh
you
yeah,
can.
should I be
yeah.
that bitch who just walks up and be like, listen, give me my money? Because now I'm gonna seem like a drama queen. You know, now the
True,
papers are
true.
gonna
Now
report
there's
me
a
as
thin line between
exactly,
being a diva
I think-
and
exactly.
I think, besides saying, I don't even see it. We shouldn't even be saying like
I
it's-
shouldn't.
It shouldn't be a matter of, do I now have to be a bitch?
Yeah,
Because that's how we see it. It's okay. So if we start demanding, then it's perceived in this light, right?
Yeah.
There are tones in an email when you send an email.
Exactly.
There's a good day. I am not happy about XYZ.
Hey, listen,
because
English
of
is
this,
use your
this.
Engels.
That's the thing. For me,
Yes.
it's like we don't have to throw our toys around the cart and fight. And look, we can gather ourselves
Yeah,
and we can type an email that says, I cannot settle for this because of the level of work that I have done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so for me, it's just doing, and unfortunately we do have to work harder, because whilst you're blowing up inside,
Yeah.
and at the same time you're trying to communicate a very important message about
Yeah.
your paycheck,
Yes.
and how you communicate that could affect you at the end of the month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just think that it's just knowing that it's knowing what I deserve.
Knowing
It's
your worth.
It's self-worth. It goes back
Yeah.
to self-worth,
Yeah.
knowing what I deserve. And if you doubt it, go back to Google and Google yourself if you have to.
see if your name pops up after typing 2 letters and then the Google exactly. You should
have
know.
all your films, every single time you produce something,
Yeah.
that's a gold star next to your
Exactly.
name. And I just
Yeah.
think that we shouldn't forget our credentials.
Don't know-
And we
don't
shouldn't
forget who you are,
We shouldn't.
yeah.
This erasure should not happen when it comes to negotiating a
Especially
paycheck.
now in 2018.
Like,
Come
no,
on.
you need to first remember what you have done.
Exactly.
And then communicate that across to say, this is my work. You hired me because you believed that I could do the work.
Exactly.
I also do, but I cannot do it for anything less than this.
Yeah.
Done.
And I have a rate. If I have a rate, respect it.
Done.
You know?
That's
Nobody came out bleeding
Respect
from
it.
there. Nobody came out bleeding from there. Nobody was sworn at. They're going to have to look at it and make them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You don't have to feel uncomfortable. They must have a lump in their throat because they're shooketh. Because how dare you? This woman actually can speak. Oh my goodness. Oh, and they must be uncomfortable. That must make them shake. Because when the men speak, if they're in that position, you must put them in that position.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And my thing is, like, we need to handle our age, man. Like, we need to handle our age. Like, we shouldn't let it go and just be like, oh, it's all right. Okay. We're not, and put ourselves in a place where, yes, we're desperate for the work, but we're also desperate to get paid for what we deserve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in as much as you're desperate and you feel like, ish, I've got one slice of bread left,
Yeah.
think, if you're going to be as enthusiastic about this production at the end of the month when they give you this, are you going to really want to wake up for that? Are you going to go to work every single day saying, I'm just going to do it? Put yourself in a place where you're like, I am excited about my work. I want to
Yeah.
wake up every
Always.
single day
Yeah.
excited about my work, and I'm going to do that extra work that I have to do to remind people that to be seen.
Yeah.
And to be heard. And to be seen, you must show up. And to be heard, you must speak. There's a saying that says, closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah, that is very, very true.
So let's talk, ladies. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Wow. All right. I know I'm just gonna jump to something else. I know we had an interview with you, and I think.
Is this not it?
No, on the New Breed.
Yes.
On the online
Oh
thing.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Time flies.
And
Stories I have to tell
And I was
you
reading
guys.
your answer there, what acting means to you, and that was such an amazing. I don't know if you're gonna remember it. Yeah. But anyway, what does acting mean to you? I know.
What
I'm
did I
just
say?
jumping. Try and reconnect with what acting. Yeah.
Yeah, because I took some time to
I
answer
know,
that. Hey,
yeah,
I had time. I gave
yeah,
you some time. I was
yeah,
like, listen, I
yeah,
had to think, get in my zen,
yeah.
in my chi, and just
Yeah.
give it
And
to
I know
you.
you touched on acting being a contribution of some sort as well.
Did I?
Yeah. You said a lot of things.
You wrote, hey. I think you submitted like the longest answer.
A thesis.
I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like,
Like,
this
that's
So it's a
messy.
master's thesis.
Yeah, I was like, hey.
like you've written this before.
Yeah,
You've had
yeah,
to
yeah.
Probably. Possibly.
Yeah.
What is
yeah.
acting to you,
So
man? What does it
What
mean?
does
Jeez.
yeah.
Hey, why didn't you just give me my script? I would have just read it out like normally though. So I just no.
Yeah.
I really want to take it out.
You must
No,
tell us
you
first.
must tell us. Let me see.
You must tell us
You must
first.
tell us.
Because I just actually read it now quickly.
You did.
Yeah. You must tell us, what does it honestly mean
Yeah,
to be an actor?
you acknowledge the body and the thing, and I'm like, yeah, what?
Okay, well, what is acting to me? Okay, well, I'm just gonna say the top of my head right
Yeah.
now. Acting to me is not. It's difficult to say without a thesis, without reference.
I get you.
Passion, girl. Passion. Tell
But
us
it's-
about the passion.
It's to be somebody else.
Yeah.
For a while. To embody somebody else's body, to tell a story. It's to, jeez, putting me on the spot now because I really want to
Yes.
remember what I said.
What you said there.
Yeah.
So you were just saying these things, eh?
I was.
Okay, forget about what you said
Jeez.
and think about what it is to you right now in this moment.
Yeah, okay, I think that's a better idea. So, to me, acting is a chance for me to escape. It's a place where I can not be me. It's a place where I can tell somebody else's story. I remember, yes. I said, okay, what it is to me is that I have friends. Yes. I remember I have friends who are doctors. I have friends who are lawyers. I have friends who are teachers. I have friends who are these amazing, who have these amazing jobs. And they change the world, and I in my profession I also want to change the world. So I thought, how could I contribute into making a difference? And acting is that platform of escapism. Yes, babes. It's a form of escapism where I can tell other people's stories. That's it. That's it for me, and that's how I can make change by conscientizing people out there of what's happening, or the realities of the world. It's my chance, my time, my way of contributing to the community and letting them know that things are happening, letting them be aware of what's happening around there. So I can be a game changer as well. I also want to be some sort of a doctor. So we can educate people on these viruses or whatever they are. I'm here, hey.
But that's so beautiful. I think, I don't know if a lot of actors can have that approach to the craft. I think will change a lot of lives. The new spin of it. The new spin of it, just people just wanting to be on TV and not having the meaning behind why actually am I doing this.
Yes.
To say this is not just a play thing. It changes lives. It affects lives. Whatever we put up there on screens and stuff.
To the craft and to the characters completely
changes, right?
That's why when you get a brief and the what you call it, the agent
Bible,
asks you, are you interested in this story? And if it's something that I'm interested in, I feel strong.
Who's your agent? Agent Justin, go.
Mine is amazing. His name is Andre Dello at Fourth Wall Management. So he'll ask me if I am
That's
approving of this brief, and if I agree with this character, and I am for the story, and if something I feel strongly about, I'll go for it. So we're given that option to tell the story if it's something that we feel very passionate about.
Apparently, we need to wrap up. There's never enough time to do the right things. Samke, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
We're signing a petition. Please sign it before you leave. That insightful conversations. We need more time at brandlive.co.za. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mandy. I hope you had a nice time. It's August, so you must stay here throughout.
It's 26 minutes past 12. Are we
Samke, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck with everything. Go out there and tell those stories.
I will do. I have no choice, really. It's my job.
Thank you.
Our super stuff, man.
Cool. You were listening to Insightful Conversations at brandlive.co.za. Next week, same time, same place. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Harnessing the power of talk radio. brandlive.co.za